You guys can hear the construction going on literally downstairs. Literally downstairs. They're got to run a new line. Heat resistant gloves, which I won't need today. But I will need these gloves today. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to try and read. That's a very small screen, so we'll try and read it as we go, but no promises. Absolutely no promises. I got to pick this big guy up out of here. So this, I went and got this yesterday. This is a meat prep. Not a meat prep, it's a prep bowl. So that's what we're doing. Gonna put this meat into. And we gotta cut, this is a bone in. This is a bone in. If I can get it out of here. Bone in. But I do need to get the bone out of here, and then we'll try and trim it down and stuff like that. So where did I set those things at? Oh, they're over here. So we got pork shoulder. Where's my bone? Right here. There's the bone. So we're making burger. I gotta try to get that down around that bone. That's the goal. I don't have to be too neat with this, because majority of it will be turning into, actually all of this will be turning into burgers, so I don't have to worry about being too neat with it, but I do want to get as much off of the bone as possible if I can. It'd be a little easier if I was a little bit more left-handed. So how far to come off the bone there? Where's my bone end here? There's fat off of that. Should go into a T shape right here. There it is. Burnout. Okay. I don't need as much fat as this thing has. I mean, it's got a pretty good fat cap on it. Like, that should be big enough to get on my slicer. Might go a little bit smaller. I don't have the biggest slicer. So I might cube it up just a little bit smaller, actually. Might go something like that. But see, this stuff up here is pretty tough. Some of that's not bad because it's going to get ground up, right? I just got to get it in the smaller pieces. Like, okay. So they're gonna have bacon in them, which would be nice. It'd be kind of like a bacon burger. Which direction I gotta go here? Yeah, no, it's over here. It's right here. See, this might even be too wide to go down my slicer. So I'll just have to take a test piece and go. I've never used this slicer, not meat slicer, but grinder. I don't know. So we'll take a couple pieces and we'll go even a little thinner. Do a little thinner, even like that. See, I think that's going to be too big to go down there, too. So, if nothing else, we'll just... Hey, Ree. Yep. Okay, so... the plan for today is... I forgot I could sit down. I did bring in a chair. So... did bring in a chair. So, yes. We are going to grind up our own burger. That is the plan today. Grinding our own burger. So I had an older meat grinder, right? And the older meat grinder was like a literal manual hand crank. I'll pull this grinder over whenever it's time, because I went out and got... I don't want to touch out with that hand. It's my dry hand, wet hand. So this is my prep bowl that I went out and got. I went out and got my prep bowl. Hey, Lynn. So I went out and got a prep bowl. I went out and got a thing to make burgers, so I could pack burgers with the ground up meat. And then, of course, I got a meat bin for when I actually start grinding. So got my prep bowl. And burger is expensive, which I'm sure you know. So I literally bought this big old chunk of meat. It's 10 pound. It's 10 pound. Okay, so let me preference this. So 3 pounds of ground burger is $15 at our local grocery store. It's $15. So I was like, I got a meat grinder. I retired to a hand crank one. I talked about that the other day. And but I got another another meat grinder. And it'll do the different sizes. It'll do all that stuff. I don't have to worry about it. So, but I got all of that. And I'm like, if I can get 10 pound, actually I think it was a little bit more than 10 pound. Yeah, it was a little bit more than 10 pounds for $19. So this is going to make 20 pounds of ground meat. 20 pound. So I'm like, why would I not do that? Why would I not take and do that? I just got to make sure these pieces are small enough to fit down in the neck of my grinder. So pretty sure they're there now. Well, I'll get them. Maybe I should just cube them. We'll just cube it. We'll cube them. I'll bring those back over here. We'll just cube them. Make sure they're small enough. We'll cube them just to be sure. Three stream streak? Heck yeah, that's what's up. By the way, yes. And then I found out that it can do, this meat grinder can do like sausage casings. I can make summer sausage. I can make bratwurst with this one. It's a lot better than my old one. Obviously, one, it's not manual. So that's a lot better. So there's that. But I got the prep bowl. We went to Roll King, got the prep bowl for super cheap, got the tote for super cheap. Only thing I had to do was grab some gloves, which I did. And the meat. That was it. We're ready to go. So right now, what I've already got cut will make almost equivalent to the 3 pound of meat that was $15. And I haven't even started on the big stuff yet. Like, haven't even started on the big stuff. So, I'm kind of super pumped about that. Yep, and it'll be fresh burger. It won't be... I won't have to worry about how long it's been on the shelf or this or that, right? And then I'm going to vacuum seal it, so then it'll stay fresh. Because I have a vacuum sealer. So it's going to be fresh, stay fresh. Stinks that it's hot in my kitchen, but it's not really, when I say hot, I mean it's like 74. So it's not too hot, but it's allowing this meat to thaw quicker than what I wanted. But I'm also not the fastest with a knife either. So yes, and we're going to her parents later for her birthday, but I'm making, so these are going to have bacon in them. They're going to be bacon burgers. I'm going to run them through the processor probably at least twice. So they'll already have the seasoning. They'll have bacon in them. And I'm going to have about almost 20 pounds. You can't go wrong with that, right? Normally I wouldn't show all of this on stream, right? Because we know me, I'm not a butthole. But I'm taking the majority of these fat caps off. Taking the majority of this fat off here. Because I mean, there's a lot of it too. You guys can't see the stack of fat I've got off this stuff already. But so far, it's quite a bit. I mean, some fat's got to stay, right? Because, I mean, it's a lot of meat. But, like, this big, thick stuff right here, I don't need that big, thick stuff. So I could trim a good bit of that off. Yeah, like, see, that's almost an inch thick of fat right there. I don't need that big corner of fat right there. Yeah, I don't need that big chunk of fat. So this one's actually a very fatty part of the meat. Didn't realize how fatty it was until picking it up. Yeah, like, see, that whole piece right there is fat. This is kind of where you get to pick what fat content your meat has too. So it's kind of nice. Seems to be just a layer there. That can stay. That can stay. If some more falls off of it, I'll throw it out, but like that piece there, that's a lot of fat there that I don't need. Let's see. See, like all that fat pulled out of there? I don't need all that fat. That should fit in there. Let's see. I got a little tail of fat on it right here. Trust me, none of this is gonna go to waste. So. See, like all that's fat. I don't need all of that. a lot of fat actually that I don't need. Trying to keep most of the meat, just get the fat. Voila, that was the majority of the fat off the back of that. So, now, we can throw it in there. It's gonna make a lot of burger. It's gonna be so nice. We're gonna try it. This this prep bowl is huge, by the way. You should see how much meat is in this prep bowl. Like I said, we saved a ton of money, but we're gonna have a lot of food because of it. I even take those little guys out. None of it's going to waste for me. So, I'm about to pull this next chunk out of here, and if I can grip it up out of there. Here's the big chunk here. This one needs a lot of trimming still. Like,
Julia!
hey boys. So, all fat cap. And see, there's some, looks like there's going to be another layer of fat right there as well. Hopefully, it doesn't go too far back. It does, it looks like it goes all the way back. Okay. Okay, so that layer of fat did go all the way back through there. Okay, but now we're pretty trimmed off of there. I'm satisfied with what's left. Minus that right there. Okay. Can't even move that backwards out of my way. So I just have to trim with the tip of the knife. Okay. Set that right there. We'll have to trim some of that off later. Right now I got a pretty good point right here. Start just taking them down. Yo, Scorpio, what's up, dude? We're processing meat today. That's Literally what we're doing. We're just processing some meat. Got a meat grinder. Got see, we got us a meat grinder. I got the smallest of tiniest little cutting board, so I'm working with what I got. I got enough fat right there to kind of turn into some beef tallow. Just gotta cook it real slow and whatnot. I got the bone in so that way I can make bone broth or whatever, right? That's it. That's about all we're doing. We're just making a burger. It's gonna have bacon in it. It's gonna be pre-seasoned burger. It's gonna have all the goods in it. By the way, usually I'm doing this with a hand grinder, so it usually is going to take a lot longer than this. This is supposed to have a 2.5 horsepower motor on it. That's what it's supposed to have. I don't know how much that means per hour or how fast it's supposed to go, but what I do know is that it's supposed to go fairly decently quick. But I got the biggest of processing prep bowls to put this meat in right now. I know that. I probably overdid it on the prep bowl, honestly. Bacon burgers, sweet corn and beans, maybe chocolate cake, when's dinner? Hey, today's the wife's birthday, so she kind of got to pick dinner, and she wanted to go to her parents' house. I'm prepping this for another day, but anybody that's hungry, if I got food, invitation's open. I mean, we got sweet corn right there in that cabinet up to my left. Definitely got beans. The only thing I don't think we have is chocolate cake. That's the only thing out of that menu right there I think we're missing. Yep, she's at work. She requested yesterday off, so she spent the day home yesterday. And she is working today. We have cheesecake mix. The wife does know how to make cheesecake. So okay, hopefully we're still live. The sister was calling. And I know she gets notifications that I'm live, so. That's pretty coarse right there. That's pretty rough. All right, buddy. That one might not be able to fit in there, but we're going to take and do that. That should be fine enough. gonna make a lot of burger. Excuse me. BB, how's it going? Doing okay. Currently making burger for the family. I'm going to grind it down and we're going to make homemade burger. See, I got a lot of fat right there. Glad you're doing good. Yeah, it's gonna have bacon in it. It's gonna be pre-seasoned. I gotta look up there to see if we have parchment paper though, or wax paper even, because I'm even pre-seasoning the burgers. That way the burgers are ready to go. Just take them out of the packages, and I got a vacuum sealer. Everything's getting vacuum sealed today. Those should fit down there. But reason for this was went to the grocery store to get some groceries, and a 3-pound pack of burger right now is $15. That's insane. Absolutely incredibly insane. So I don't know about anybody else, but that's expensive. So for $4 more than a 3-pound pack, I'm getting 10 pounds. Well, that's a big chunk of fat on that too. I mean, like, I want some of the fat, so that way it's not, when you cook, it's not too dry. So that's why I got to do 2 run-throughs, all that stuff. Minimum. $10 for 4-pound, yeah. I was there yesterday, and it was $15 for 3-pound. So I figured this gives me over 10 pound. This will give me over 10 pound of meat. And I'll only spend just a tiny bit more. Sorry, people keep calling me. I'm not at the computer. Normally at the computer I pick those up. Oh, for 4 hamburgers, so about a pound? $10 a pound? Because each hamburger should be a 1/4 pound. So, yeah, that's about a pound of meat. That's crazy. That's expensive. Oh, you just stay upright, sir. Oh no, you can go down that way. I can cut you that way. So, yeah, that is expensive. It's probably about it's probably about a pound of meat, I'd say. I mean, granted, I'm not, from over there, but I'd say it's probably about a pound of meat.